Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to the show.
Sa det. Det sa.
Yeah. Saw.
Sa det.
Oh, man. Yeah, guys. You know what's about to happen.
It's me. I'm about to happen.
It's episode 100.
I'm
Wink,
the
wink, I
situation.
swear.
Yes.
I'm the situation. Y'all found the situation was that Jersey douche. You got fucked. It was me.
I have an oatmeal cream pie.
You
Thank you, Bryce.
piece of shit. You're welcome.
What?
I fixed
He
it.
fixed that issue. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey.
What am I? What? Oh! I figured it out.
I'm being eclipsed by the oatmeal cream pie.
I mean, good.
Love me a good old cream pie.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, you do.
That's not supposed to be 4. Whoa, that was almost bad. That was almost bad.
That was almost bad.
You see, I'm doing a time card right now, and I almost did a bad that would have gotten me no money for that day.
Oh,
Hey.
no.
I'm on top. Don't drink and do time cards, kids. It's bad. I submit that shit. Hopefully, I did it right. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to what is soon to be an episode. We're going to start recording in a second, but for all you people who are just YouTube, how's it going? Do you know you look beautiful tonight? I'm looking at you right now. I can see you. There's a new technology. I've hacked your shit, and you're looking great. You should wear pants though, but you look great.
When
Usually
he said he was
but you know,
doing
pants
his time card, he was accessing your cameras.
yeah, my time card was the times I was looking at you pantsless.
Oh.
So we are celebrating a wonderful new episode, milestone for us here at the PB&J Podcast. And
Big deal, too.
I'm
It is
pretty
a big
happy
deal.
about it. Who's supposed to introduce us for the recording?
I did it last.
So it'd be Patricia.
Tis me, Patricia.
All right, Brucey Bruce, you ready for your number?
1 second.
Just let me know when you're ready, and I'll start recording.
Oh God, he took another shot.
Oh, jeez. This is my
Hey,
kind of
talking
Bruce.
about-
Hey, buddy. Hey,
Bruce
buddy.
right
How much of that bottle you got left?
Not that much.
Ding.
Started here.
All right.
Yo, this is how Crucible
I've
Bruce.
had a lot of vodka today.
I love it.
Yeah,
I
this
love
is
it.
how
Probably
Crucible Bruce
gonna
was
have
born.
problems tomorrow.
It's fine. You work tomorrow?
That's
That's fine.
tomorrow.
It's fine.
Tonight
is
problems are
tomorrow's
all
problem, buddy.
solved.
That ain't today's problem. That's tomorrow.
It's probably okay.
Once it's 12:01, I'll worry about that if I'm still alive. Wait, what am I doing? Number. All right. Give me the. It's 100. Give me the cue when you're ready.
Alrighty. You can go for it.
100.
Fucking
We're getting weird with it. We're getting weird with it.
I liked it.
love
It
it.
was good.
I should have listened to like an hour of Telemundo and then did my number. I think I could have knocked something out beautiful.
All right, go back, watch it, come back. We'll go.
All right, I'll see you in an hour.
All right, bye.
Look at, I'm gonna show everyone my cup. This is my tiny little baby cup. That's adorable.
Whoa.
I
This is what
see
I'm-
your
This is what
pee.
I'm drinking out of tonight because it's wonderful, and it's helped me stay alive. So I'm fucking ready.
Staying alive. Sorry.
Staying alive.
You can tell by the way I use my walk. I'm a ladies' man. No time to talk. Let's fucking get this going. I'm ready.
Yeah.
We have
Well, hold
topics.
on, real quick.
Topics.
Yeah, real quick. So, as far as topics, obviously, episode 100. I want to talk about my Lindsay, right? I guess she's my niece. I don't know. We'll figure that out.
You get what? How do we not know?
No,
It's
we'll
very
save it for the show. We'll save it for the show.
Okay.
The image she drew, right? So we'll
Yeah,
share that.
Today's episode will be the first debut of that. I'm going to switch everything on social media to that.
That'll be cool. We should talk about the Legend of Zelda live action thing that's probably coming to Netflix,
Sure.
right? That's
Yeah,
one of you guys would probably be better for that, but
No, you can bring it up.
You can bring it up. We'll jerk it till it's done.
I have another TV show thing to talk about as well.
What is that?
And I don't want to say it yet.
Okay, I'm on. That's fine.
Under wraps.
Oh, you're gonna
secrets are no fun.
You'll have some shit to say about it.
And then two Florida stories.
Okay.
One of them is a manatee orgy, and one of them is that plane that landed on I-4.
Oh, on I-4,
yeah.
I haven't read either story, so we'll see how that goes.
Excited to hear about both.
Yeah.
So I had a TV show related thing that I wanted to talk about.
Okay.
An upcoming show. I just wanted to show you guys this really adorable thing that I seen on Etsy. That it'll literally take like 15 seconds, but I thought it was cute.
All right.
And then I wanted to have because of course today it's a milestone for us, but it's also a milestone for HBO. And I wanted to have a spoiler-free discussion of the Game of Thrones fan base itself. Not
fan base? I got some shit to say about the fan base.
I knew you would.
Bunch of fucking little bitches.
And you drinking too, so I'm excited for that.
So we'll do that second half, okay?
Yeah. But that's all I had.
All right. Well, let's fucking rock and roll.
Yeah,
we'll get the show stuff out of the way first, and then we'll find our way into something. See, this is why you come to watch the video, folks. Is you get to see us do our diligent planning. Right before we're ready.
So
to go.
thorough.
I'm gonna be talking about how we are trending on Twitter.
What?
Yeah, we're trending on Twitter. I'm gonna let you guys know why.
Okay. Shit.
Jesus.
All right, let me know when you're ready. I'll start recording.
Let's do it.
All right, hold on.
I need a countdown, motherfucker.
I'm gonna give it to you. You gotta let me get in my headspace. Are you ready, Patrick?
No.
Jordan?
I'm ready. I was born for this.
All right, fellas.
Let's
go. 3,
2, 1,
go.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the show. Very special show today. Once again here, the PB&J Podcast.
It's a beautiful day for PB&J.
It is a beautiful day for PB&J. And somebody tell me why this is, wink, wink, a special show today.
Wow. As you heard our lovely, beautiful robot in the beginning of the show.
What was wrong with it? It's like he was getting off or something.
Yeah.
I think someone put something weird in his fuel tank.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I think he's got a whole bottle of something in his fuel tank.
Cucumber vodka?
That is correct. Is
he still drinking
running
right
on
now?
ethanol for the first time for the show, and it's got a little weird.
All right.
Got a little weird, and it's episode number
100. Probably. So
we'll see.
Don't go back and count. That's all we're saying.
Yeah, just take
all
my
we
word
know is that it is.
You know what? Go ahead and go
100.
back and count because we're so confident that it's 100, and we're also confident you won't do it. So 100, episode 100. We're really hyped about it. It's a beautiful day.
No, we got a lot of cool shit to talk about today. Some fucked up stories, some Florida stuff. Jordan's got something he won't even talk about. I don't know. We're gonna unleash Bryce later. Some of you do, some of you don't know. There is a version of Bryce that we refer to as Crucibruce. It's when we used to play Crucible. Player versus player stuff on the video games, as the kids say. Bryce gets crazy.
He does, and we're gonna unleash that bad boy.
We're gonna unleash that bad boy later.
There's only me. There's no other.
There really isn't. He is unmatched.
Yeah, he is unmatched. I agree. I was gonna say the same.
If you challenge me, I will fight you with a headbutt, just like a fucking goat. Let's go.
Human titan. He's literally a human titan.
He says like he'll attack you like a fucking giraffe.
I'm a giraffe.
Oh man. So, but yeah, obviously 100 shows, we wouldn't do it if obviously a couple of people didn't listen, so we appreciate it. We do it mostly for our own sanity now. It's the only time we get to hang out. Fortunately, but But yeah, we appreciate everybody listening. It really does mean a lot, actually.
It really does.
You know,
yeah.
comments and
We love
stuff
all
during
y'all.
live shows is awesome. You know, emails,
The
comments on
emails, the
Facebook, we appreciate it.
comments, everything.
So now, recently, what I think is my niece, Lindsay. So what?
So we obviously know where you're going with this, but the most important thing here to me, how don't you know?
I don't
if
listen
she's
because
your-
I'm bad at family. Like, I don't understand. So, okay, so like it's
Okay,
my
so a
wife's.
niece is-
It's
what's
my
the-
wife's aunt's daughter.
Aunt's daughter.
Yeah, my wife's aunt's daughter. Not
So your
niece, cousin.
cousin.
That would be a
Yeah,
cousin.
that'd be your
Boom,
cousin.
figured it out all on my
That would
own.
be your cousin-in-law.
Cousin-in-law figured it
Yeah.
out on my own. Anyway, so
Yeah,
I asked
okay.
her, so I come home, her and Chloe are like drawing, and Lindsay draws, and I tricked her kind of into drawing a PB&J picture.
You
Right?
tricked her into doing
Yeah.
it?
So listen, what
That's
happened
fucked
was,
up.
is I was
That is
like,
fucked up.
hey, and I held up a picture of our logo, right? And I was like, can you draw something like this? I didn't trick her, you know. And she was like, probably. I was like, well, let's see how fast you could do it. Like, and I held it up, and then she was like, da da da, and then she drew this, and I'll show everybody on the video. But in the audio version, you'll end up seeing it, because I think we're gonna start sticking it.
Yeah, starting this episode, it'll be the logo and everything.
But this was the paper one, right? Here, you see it, right?
That was drawn by.
What I love
so
about
Lindsay
this image is I get some serious JoJo's Bizarre Adventure vibes from the eye, which is a show / manga. That eye is so perfectly cut to look like a JoJo's Bizarre Adventure eye that I get good vibes from it. So she done good is my point.
So now that's
good,
what so that's what she drew, you know. And then she asked me, she was like, you know, I draw on my computer. She's like, do you want me to actually make, you know, one for it? Because I was telling her how good it was, because I was impressed. And she did it pretty quick. So I was like, wow, good job. You know, I think she's like 16 or 17 or 15, so, you know, around there. So I was like, that's awesome. So then I get a text from her, and she's like, hey, I made your image. And I was pretty blown away. Let me show you that one.
Let's see.
Let's see it.
Let's see it.
All right.
Go ahead and show me the business.
Boom.
Yeah.
Bam.
Look at that.
That's pretty cool, right? So, and it's all like, and what the cool part about this is one, that it's drawn electronically, right? Which is kind of what we needed. Our other images are super good, right? But we needed something that was like digital. Thank you. So now we have this, which is awesome. Now we can do things with it. It can be edited. It can be put on merchandise. It can be done all kinds of stuff. So I am excited.
Me too.
I am excited.
So that happened, right? And I thought it was perfect, because now it's episode 100. We're going to go into something new, right? I'm not going to say that we're going to change up what we do, but we obviously got ideas for new stuff.
Absolutely.
And I'm hoping to get rolling on some of that. So I don't want to talk about any more boring show shit. But like, super shout out to Lindsay. She is awesome. If anybody wants any art done, you know,
cousin Lindsay, let us know. We'll talk to Lindsay. We're her agents now. We represent her in her interest.
Yeah,
we're gonna need to talk some financials, but we'll get it done.
It's a 60-40 split.
Yeah. But it was super good, and we're gonna start using it. And super shout out to her. We really appreciate it.
We do appreciate it.
So I know you guys have a couple things you want to talk about. Jordan, what did you you had something about a TV show?
Yeah. So essentially it kind of pissed me off when I saw it. So we all know, what was the network? Oxygen. You know the
shit, Oxygen.
Yeah.
Yo, right? Not gonna lie. Full front. I know that's
full frontal nudity.
No.
Sorry.
I meant to say not fronting. That channel was supposed to be for women. I love the fuck out of Oxygen. There was some good ass shit on there.
It ain't terrible. I
haven't seen any new Oxygen. When I watched it, was back when like DirecTV and like the early.
Hold on, what
2000s,
Oxygen?
It's
What's
been a
on
while.
that channel?
It's a women's channel. It's a channel designed with content for women, and at the time there was a lot of movies. It was kind of like a alternate to Lifetime. And I hated Lifetime because it was all depressing shit. Like, oh, my uncle raped me. Now I have to raise the baby. And I'm sorry, there's only so many movies about that I can watch before I'm like, all right, I get it. I don't want to be depressed right now. So like, fuck Lifetime. I'm gonna throw it down now. Fuck Lifetime. Oxygen was the second choice.
Yeah.
And I want to say they started taking in. They optioned for some of the do-it-yourself stuff. That like Trading Spaces, I think had some stuff on Oxygen.
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
And like, I love Trading Spaces. That shit was my jam. So
Yeah.
Oxygen was cool with me. Plus, they had movies that were more neutral, but were obviously more like female friendly, I guess, with what their message was or what the idea was.
Mhm.
And they weren't all just about like people with terrible lives living sad lives and you being depressed for them, which was nice.
Now there were, for me, because like you said, it's a network aimed for women. So there were 3 shows that my wife would love to watch on Oxygen, and obviously because we're together and we have the same TV and everything, I would just sit back and watch it with her. One of them was like a Tori and Dean show about Tori Spelling and her husband Dean, their shenanigans.
Yeah,
There was
I
one.
vaguely remember that. Yeah,
It's like a crime show called Snapped, where it's all
Yo,
like women.
Snapped is so good.
That was a great show.
And
it's scary, is what it is.
It's
It
a
is.
scary
show.
And I was like, do I want to marry you? Because she's kind of psycho.
No.
Just kidding. And then the third was Bad Girls Club, which
I couldn't get into Bad Girls Club.
it's so stupid.
There are great.
You kind of have to laugh.
I didn't watch any of these shows. I don't know what we're talking about.
They're scumbag women. It's like 12 or 13 scumbag women that are put into a house.
Women, and it's like Big Brother with ratchet chicks.
Yeah, the most ratchet chicks though.
Like, and that's
not
the whole
just
idea behind the show is like it's a powder keg of some ratchet ass bitches just being like I don't know if you saw this video, but it's the video.
And what do they just like let them party and get drunk and shit? And
Exactly. Yeah. There's drama and fights and all that shit. But there's that one meme of the woman who's walking around the house banging on pots and pans, singing, "I ain't getting no sleep because of y'all. Y'all ain't getting no sleep because of me."
Yeah,
that is from Bad Girls Club.
Yep. They're complete garbage trash.
Yeah, it's reality television at its pinnacle of trash.
It really is. But so that was like the most of my exposure to Oxygen.
Okay.
Until last week, right? They showed up in my Google newsfeed and instantly pissed me off because they honestly kind of stole our material.
Material?
Yeah, because they are actually now coming out with a TV show based on Florida Man.
Fucking bitch.
Yeah. Oh my God, I've seen that.
The Oxygen Network for Women is making a Florida Man TV show.
Yes,
Excuse me. I have several questions. How is Florida Man female centric?
Excuse me.
No.
Excuse me.
All right. One of you is going to be Oxygen right now. Hey, Oxygen.
Yes.
What part of Florida Man makes it a female friendly?
Women think it's funny.
So do men. It's a neutral.
No, listen.
All right, Florida Man is a
funny.
gender neutral hilarity. All right?
Mm-hmm.
It's not more towards women or more towards men.
No.
Oxygen,
Listen, Florida Man, not Florida Woman, Florida Man. So Florida Woman makes fun of Florida Man. That's why it's on our show. So that's why.
That's not an acceptable answer. We did an entire game of Florida or not that was female centric last week. And
we
now they're coming out with this.
You know what?
We did do that. Episode 9.
We have hold on.
All female.
Me as the Oxygen Network. I apologize to PB&J Podcast. Here's $27 million. To make up for
See
it.
you, nerds. I'll drink to that.
Oh, me too.
But, I don't know if you guys know this, but cucumber vodka tastes infinitely worse when it's not iced.
I'm sure. As with pretty much any other vodka to me.
Cucumber vodka is pretty easy to drink on its own because it tastes legit like cucumber, and it's almost like a lemony kind of cucumbery taste. So it's like a nice even, especially if you have like a lemon as a garnish. I don't though, and I'm following it with fucking Aldi brand Diet Coke. So this is just all bad.
That's not good, man.
That's like off-brand Diet Coke. Like Sam's Cola is just like, you drink that, ooh, like
Jordan,
that.
In the comments, you're getting some.
There's people in our chat. I'm not even looking at the
see.
chat. I need to give them love.
Ray.
T.O. Ray's in the chat.
Thank you, T.O. Ray.
T.O. Ray, you're all of our T.O. by the way.
Yeah, just so you know.
Yeah, it is. That's how it is now.
That's how it is now.
When you're here, we're family. So I'm just saying. Like Olive Garden, take a back seat. This is T.O. Ray. That's our T.O.
That's our family.
So before I jump us to the next topic, which mine is TV related as well, I did though want to take a moment to kind of, never mind. I don't remember what it was. I got sidetracked talking about Ray being in chat, and we're just gonna jump right into the fucking TV shit.
Hit me with that TV shit, boy.
You know what I can show you really quick? I told you it was like a 5-second thing.
What is it?
On Etsy, you can buy if you happen to be fortunate enough to own a parrot, you can buy them a Pikachu hoodie.
That is adorable.
That is adorable.
Incredibly niche. Which is what Etsy's all about.
But you know what? I thought that was fucking cute.
You know
Etsy,
what? Hold on.
I need to take a moment to talk about Etsy.
Yeah, Etsy is strange. I went to my mom's house the other day, to see them. It was actually on Mother's Day, right? We went and hung out, and my stepdad at the time was like, "Hey, come here and that's pretty dope.
That's cute.
He's like, come here and check these out, and he's essentially started making ship wheels, like to steer.
Oh, like to steer it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he's making those now. He has a fucking big ass pile of them. He's like, I think I'm gonna put them on Etsy. And I was like, oh, Jesus. People will buy them. I guarantee it. People are gonna buy them. They're pretty dope. But I thought it was weird. I was like, what?
Are they like the full big ones? Like that would actually steer a ship?
Big and small. No, I mean like from this big to probably like this big.
I would get a small one. Like that's cool.
Yeah. I'll tell him.
Hanging up on my wall. that is cool. I like that.
Yeah.
Why not? You know what? More power to him.
Well, I mean, but it's Etsy is a strange thing because you go on Etsy and there's all kinds of fucking weird shit on there.
There is.
Yes.
Really is.
And I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna step in now because I need to talk about Etsy and the fact that you can buy human skin leather.
Oh, what?
They have
human hold leather. On. What?
They have
I need a link.
I'm trying to see if they still have it because I know they were talking about banning it at the time and they might have banned it already. But there was a period of time where you could buy a book bound in human leather or a coat that was bound in human leather. And it was literally they were selling human leather, human flesh.
I remember what I wanted to say is I remember earlier you said we were trending on Twitter. So I couldn't wait for you to tell me what you were talking about. So I looked it up and PB&J sandwiches are trending on Twitter.
So here's the thing. I'm talking about us though. I'll go ahead and you know what? Etsy can take a back burner. Before we get into TV stuff, I'll just talk about some of these great tweets about us and only us. Albert tweeted out, PB&J sandwiches are underrated and underappreciated. Enjoy one with your favorite coffee and tell me it doesn't fit your mood. Listen, thank you, Albert. We're not PB&J sandwiches, we're PB&J Podcasts. I don't understand. It's almost like a Freudian thing. You know, when you start to say something and the rest of it just kind of, I'm so used to saying sandwiches after. So thank you for that. Make sure to, add the podcast port so people know it's a podcast so they don't get confused. We've got ice cream. Paige, she tweeted out ice cream X paint job done. The Don Vito ice cream, Bang Bang ice cream, Buttermint, and PB&J, hashtag PB&J. I don't know what we had to do about that paint job. Maybe she was listening to us while she was doing the paint job on the
probably.
Computer.
That's probably what it was.
So if you're out there, Paige, just know this is your own personal shout out for shouting us out on Twitter because we appreciate that. Keep the word coming. We have Emilio who says, "What's the best combination for PB&J? Jif, Skippy, Smucker's Berry, Welsh Grape." And he didn't list us, but in his heart, I know what he meant. He was asking, what's the best combination for PB&J? When they answer all those answers, he's going to hit us with a follow-up tweet saying, you're wrong. It is Patrick, Bryce, and Jordan.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Is the best combination for PB&J. Everyone knows that. If you don't know that, then you're not on Emilio's level. Thank you, Emilio, for that great tweet. That was totally about us. All right. Gretel Turong loved at Patty Cake's movie last night, PB&J. I call Patrick Patty Cakes, so that was totally about us and not about about the Patty Cakes movie for the famous rapper Patty Cakes with the song PB&J. So thank you for that as well, Gretel Turong. And I'm just gonna do one.
This is amazing.
One more quick one. 5 hours of hiking up, then down, then up a mountain. Totally worth it. Hashtag PB&J. So he was listening to us. He was catching up. He probably started from the beginning, which we don't recommend the first 5 episodes, probably.
Yeah,
but
9.
We were still falling into our. We were growing into it. Just listen from today onward, and you'll be fine.
Yeah, probably. It's fine. More than likely,
it's a mountain. You know what? Great hiking. Glad we could be there for your hiking adventure. Hit us up if you ever need any more hiking material. We have plenty of podcasts to download. So if y'all want to go for a fucking hike up and down a mountain and then up again, apparently, download our show. Chiho, excuse me, thinks it's a great episode to listen to. So fuck yeah, we're trending, and those were all about us and only us. If anyone questions that, fuck you. And that's just what it is.
Good job, Bryce.
Thank you. I'm very proud that we were.
Can't believe we're trending.
Yeah, I mean, like we are fucking. That's amazing.
That's so legitimate to me.
Yeah, legitimate. It's so legitimate.
You know what? They knew. I think they timed it. I think our fans have been waiting. Our 5 fans have been sitting there, and they're like, you know what? Let's trend on Twitter for the 100th episode. We're gonna make it special. And so they just, bam, 100th episode, trending on Twitter. Thank you guys for setting that up. You didn't have to do that, but totally keep doing stuff like that because we fucking love it.
Yeah, that's right. Absolutely.
So I have something that you guys, you two especially, are really going to like.
I'm ready. Hit me with it.
And do you remember when we were talking last week about a Smash Brothers universe?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And how you were like, they need to start making the other TV shows or movies, to kind of introduce.
Confirmation for the Smash Brothers universe. We need to get paid.
It's this. I don't know that for sure. But a Legend of Zelda live action series is coming to Netflix.
Oh my God. They're putting the pieces together. Fucking Infinity Stones being gathered for the Smash Brothers universe.
Apparently, Netflix is working close with Nintendo. Yeah. Right?
Okay. I like that.
And apparently they're very protective of this property, right? So
I would be too.
Legend of Zelda animated series debuted in '89, right? It was only 1 season.
It was shit.
Yeah.
Excuse me, princess. How about a kiss?
They're currently seeking writers. So
I mean, we could
sign me up.
Now, there's no time put on this, but I think you guys need to contact them.
I'm going to contact them because one, we need them to understand that we sent that letter. We emailed it to ourselves, and also, oh shit, that's the last of the vodka. We also, fuck, I forgot what I was saying. We sent that letter to ourselves, and we didn't open it, so we already have claim on the Smash Brothers universe. And if you do that, like, you got to hit up the PBnJ podcast. At least like pay us for advertising for the Smash Brothers universe like movies, and we'll advertise the shit out of it. I do a great impression.
You do. I think I've heard it. But
Mazel tov.
Now some people are afraid that it will be hard to turn this into a movie.
All right.
I don't think so.
Our concerns about
it would work better as a series,
a movie series, or not a movie series, a television show series, purely because Link traditionally is mute in his games. He just speaks through like grunts and stuff, and like most of the time he doesn't talk, but it's implied that he says things just because the characters react to things as if he said something to them, but we don't ever hear him speak. So it's one of those things where Link does talk. It's common that he doesn't, but we just don't ever hear it because we're supposed to see ourselves in Link, and if he has a voice, we see ourselves less in him.
Yeah.
So like as that understanding exists, and
now that is one of the primary concerns.
Of course,
is that the
It
game
would be,
itself?
absolutely.
That the games are mostly wandering around fighting people.
It's an
and he
exploration.
never talks.
point of
And
it.
They have story, you know, like that. They could make a series of Majora's Mask easy.
Oh, Majora's Mask for sure. Actually, Majora's Mask would be perfect for this.
It would be absolutely
Because
perfect.
there was a show, Fairy Tale or what? Not Fairy Tale. What was Enchanted? No. What was that show where it was all fairy tale characters, all just being like adult versions of themselves and being
Once upon.
Yes. Majora's Mask could be that because Majora's Mask has a lot of themes, a lot of ideas, a lot of story for just the characters that aren't Link. So even if Link,
hey, my sister commented and said,
mean, that was
"Congrats on 100 episodes."
Oh, thank you
so much.
Kathy, yay!
Yay. So if for any reason they decide to go with the Link is mute idea, they could carry the verbiage and the story that's spoken vocally purely through Majora's Mask's backstory.
Yeah, that game had the biggest and most in-depth story, in my opinion, to be completely honest. I mean,
no, they're not going to do any of that.
You had
they're not going to use that.
all of it.
They're going to take and bastardize what you know of that world and turn it into a TV series. You'll like it because it's something that you want, but it's not going to be.
I never asked for this. So
if they don't do Majora's Mask, I'll be pissed. Like at least for one season.
If they don't, like at the very least, if it's not a part of the official game timeline, right? If this is considered outside of the timeline and its own separate thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
But that's my problem with them having a TV show is there's an official Zelda timeline that has 3 fucking splits in it. One where the hero loses, one where the hero wins, and then I can't remember the other one. But basically, it's a whole fucking thing. So to add a TV series, where would it take place in the timeline is question 1. And if it's outside of the timeline, would they be willing to take from the games? Because I feel like some of their best content will be from the games, but they don't want to overly do that because their only audience for this are people who play those games. So if you just rehash that material, you're not going to.
Well, yeah. Plus, but then they want to make it interesting to the point where people who do watch it like it enough that they recommend it to people who weren't going to watch it.
Exactly,
and so on and so forth.
Now,
do you out of all the video games you could think of, would you have chose Final Fantasy, or is there something else? I mean, Final Fantasy,
Legend of
Zelda, excuse me, as a choice for that. I was reading Final Fantasy as I was talking.
Out of every video game?
Yeah.
For a TV series?
Yeah.
I want a Monster Hunter TV series. They're coming out with the Monster Hunter movie. It's already going to be bad, and I know it. I'm still going to watch it because I love Monster Hunter, but I want a TV series of Monster Hunter because there's a lot of potential in that.
You know, I still haven't watched it, but that one, we talked about it and we bashed on it pretty hard. That fucking movie where the cities all drive around and chase each other.
Oh my God, we haven't watched that.
We haven't watched it yet.
World Vision or some shit.
Yeah. But dude, the fucking internet says it's trash.
Of course it's fucking trash. What, you didn't need the internet for that. Are you kidding me? London's chasing us. We gotta drive faster. Oh, no, giant saw blades. Yeah. The whole movie is just visual effects.
Giant saw blades. So that's such a
for resources. There's not enough oil. Let's make an entire city that runs on oil.
Giant saw blades.
None of it makes sense. I'm so angry that it exists. I was holding back when we talked about it last. I'm legitimately mad at how little sense that fucking makes. The amount of energy you would need to move an entire city like that, even if it's a smaller condensed version of that city just named after the original city, would be so immense that it would outweigh any kind of resource saving you would do. It's stupid. And the whole idea is that they're consuming these other cities for their resources. So you're chasing down the city and you just burned all the oil you would need that you gained from that other city. What the fuck? Movie universe? Burn in hell.
Hold on. Unless they're running on like nuclear reactors or something.
Then why are they chasing after each other?
For their
For uranium?
For
Yeah.
How that
murder.
works?
You never
How
know.
did this work?
I'm taking you off my wall.
I'm so mad that movie exists. And
Oh shit. Okay, so let me redirect us. Let's
Piss-
redirect.
all-
Before we talk about Jordan's other thing, there's two because that one is gonna, I think, set you off.
now, so we need to.
Yeah.
We're on a time limit for
So, some Florida. This time, not Florida man. Just Florida,
Just Florida.
right?
Uh-huh.
Now these are pretty quick, little snippish.
Snippy.
Snippy.
First of all, in my opinion, way too many fucking planes have to land on the highway in Florida. I feel like it happens
Every other
often
week.
enough.
Way too
Yeah.
often. Yeah. I
Right?
mean, honestly, once is enough.
Like, is this a landing strip?
Just the other day, little fucking plane had to fucking land on I-4 by Maitland.
Why? I mean,
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, like what happened? What happened that they needed to land?
So essentially, this fucking website.
was
You
it in
ever
the middle
get-
of the night?
No, it was like daytime, but this fucking website is like stupid, and when you scroll, it's freezy. No, it didn't like wreck too bad. Apparently, coincidentally went down the road. Oh, there is no information as to what happened in this story.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
Hey, a plane landed. We didn't find anything extra for why.
yeah, fucking.
Thank you, Florida.
This is Orlando Weekly.
kinda
So
call
fuck
bullshit.
you.
All right. All Orlando news is kind of trash. Like the Orlando Sentinel, kind of trash. The posts that they make are very, very limited in their information every time. Even obituaries will have very limited information about how someone died or why they died or who's surviving them. And it's an obituary.
The obituary section,
Out.
it has a list of names and it says
We
these
don't
people
know.
died.
We're pretty sure.
That's all it says.
You know
Shayna
what?
said it was
Tell
fuel.
them or
related.
maybe. It was fuel related?
Yeah. According to Mrs. Peanut.
Oh, my wife.
Mrs. Peanut knows more than
Thank
the
you,
Orlando Sentinel.
But still, what I
Holy
don't
shit.
What the
We
fuck?
should put out a fucking newspaper.
PB&J branded news.
PB&J branded newspaper. That's it.
Coming to you live. It was fuel related.
This is Peanut coming to you live with a
It's
story that I'm
over.
not really sure about.
I don't know why I'm into the neuron.
Hold on, let me text my wife and find out what happened.
Yes. I need to make a chopper sound so this could be legitimate. She says it was fuel related. She
Back to you.
Back to you.
Giant saw blade. So anyway, very Florida, right?
Yes. Yeah,
and-
very Florida for us not to ask why you had to land.
No, that's
Say,
the worst
hey, you
part.
landed. Cool.
All right, let's clean this up. Who wants a Bud
Not only
Light?
that, but
How didn't you hit cars?
I-4 is constantly
Yeah.
fucking ass to ass backed
Why
up.
is that your best option?
So
It's like,
why
oh,
would you
let me
land on
I-4?
There are cow fields you can land in, my dude, that won't have cars. Like there might be a cow, but those cows are just there for taxes, so they don't feed them anyway. You can see their ribs. Just land in the cow field.
That's so real.
It is real. Florida's fucked up because of how we have our land laws, right? We're gonna go on all sides.
I know.
Drunk adventure. We have all kinds of land laws, and there are cows that are left on land just so that land can be considered agricultural, so they get tax breaks, and they don't feed the cows, and they don't have enough grass for the cows, so the cows are fucking starving, and they have their ribs showing. And that's fucked up. Land there.
Yep.
Don't land on I-4 where there's all those fucking cars. And I'm sorry, you said that they
That's a dick
crashed
move.
too bad. Why did they crash at all? Landing. I'm sorry, I-4 is just like a landing strip. If you're landing, it's a road. Why the fuck did you crash? Why are you flying if you can't land? Who taught this guy how to fly? He didn't crash too bad. I'm sorry.
The Microsoft Flight Simulator.
Exactly, Microsoft Flight Simulator. If you can't land, you can't fly. Fuck you. How dare you land on I-4 and not crash too bad? That's going to make traffic for me when I'm driving to Tampa to hang out with my friend.
Dude, you sound like fucking RC Hill right now.
You are so mad.
Welcome to RC Hill. RC Hill and everything you stand for. Come to RC Hill Mitsubishi, sponsored by RC Hill. We won't land on your driveway. Sawblade. I'm so mad. How do you crash? How do you not crash? What is not crashing too bad? Don't explain to me. How do you quantify how bad a crash is? Something where the landing, you're like broke on landing. It's like, oh, he landed kind of hard. Or is it something like, oh, he only scratched the paint, so it wasn't too bad of a crash. Or is it something to where he crashed, but no one died, so it's not too bad?
Yeah, no. Hold on. I can answer that because the way the paragraph is written is there were no casualties. The crash records was being cleaned up at the scene. The crash wasn't bad.
So because there's no casualties, the crash wasn't bad. So how do they define a crash? Is it because he had to land without meaning to? Is that automatically a crash, even if he lands well? Or is it something where he fucked up the landing because he's a piece of shit flyer? Fuck you, guy. I need information.
Or not fuck you.
Mrs. Peanut.
It's either fuck you or not fuck you. One of the two.
One of the two. But Mrs. Peanut, can you drive over to the driver's house and find out what happened? Because I really need to know. And Orlando Sentinel and what was the actual
I think that was Orlando Weekly.
Okay, Orlando Weekly and Orlando Sentinel, because they don't have the answer either, I promise you. Both of them don't know why or how the crash happened, and they also don't know like anything. So like, can you get the info for me? Because I need to know, because I'm mad and I need to not be.
At least you're honest.
I'm sorry. This is done. This died early in the episode.
Okay.
It did.
So we got
so how about this?
Orlando Sentinel.
How about this? One more. How about here's another Florida and also highway related news for you.
There's a pothole that's been developed. It was from a fucking plane crashing in it. We're not going to fill it. Pizza Hut's going to fill it, and they're going to get manatee. Domino's is going to fill it.
A Florida manatee orgy near Tampa Bay Highway causes world's most awkward traffic jam. And then a little cheeky line: you'd think Floridians would be unfazed by odd things happening around them on a constant basis. But then again, you don't see this every day. And it is. I mean, okay, so we're gonna just I guess I'll screen share this to you guys.
Okay, yeah, let's go.
I want to look at manatees fucking en masse that we need to call it an orgy. What the fuck?
Why there's so many
hurricane
for that?
Look, man, if you saw a bunch of manatees just getting it.
Yeah.
Just getting it. Because manatees are usually just floating sea cows. You don't see them do anything. If you're seeing a manatee get it,
yeah,
you're gonna watch.
So
there's at least 12.
So here's the thing.
Drivers were not paying attention for shit.
Millions.
Oh yeah. Oh well, one car looks like it's swerving. So traffic out of nowhere because manatees fucking on the side of the road. If that can literally happen anywhere else, I would like you to tell me now.
It literally can't because manatees are everywhere.
The only other place would be Germany, and they don't have oceans, so like it literally cannot happen there.
Manatee.
There's no other fucking answer.
Yeah, there is no fucking answer. So there's not really much here. They were just mating. Kind of getting it. Nothing special that happened. It just happened to happen at a weird place. That's all. But nowhere else does something like that. I'm gonna say it again. Happen.
So what I love about this is it's implying that the traffic jam was caused by the manatees fucking. Yeah. So it's like someone was driving, they just look to the right and they're like, "Is that a bunch of manatees fucking? Hold on, we gotta slow down for this."
Is that a bunch of?
And they just started watching, and then everyone else is like, "Why is he slowing down? What's going on?" And they look to the ocean instead of in front of them. Like, is there a car crash? What's going on? They look to the ocean, they're like, "Oh, I also see the manatees fucking. We're gonna."
Well, no, then here's the worst part. They're like, you know what we should do? We should pull over and watch the manatee.
We should do something very illegal. Pull off the highway
on a bridge.
Park,
right? Let's park there. Out. Hey, do you have your phone? I want to picture that manatee's dick.
I want to be able to watch that manatee fuck that other manatee later for reasons. Don't ask questions. Just
mostly research, but just record, please.
Of course, it's just research. We're not doing anything.
I need people to know that I was there and I watched it.
Yeah.
I mean, whatever. I guarantee
So-
you, if we do a manatee orgy, we're gonna see like 50 different iPhone fucking recordings of that manatee orgy from people
There's
who
gonna be every angle.
every
Nothing's gonna be left to the mind.
the ocean. I'm gonna die.
You know what we should start? We should start a new, since they're stealing Florida Man from us, we should start a new thing called Florida Road.
manatee porn.
Manatee porn.
Okay.
Manatee porn from us.
I was going with Florida Roads, but we could do manatee porn.
I mean, Florida porn. That is
There it is.
that is a terrible idea.
That's
Do
how
not
to
do
put fucking
Florida
meth and people missing teeth and
I
shit.
shoved meth up my ass.
Oh,
You're gonna have
man.
to smoke it out of me. Yeah,
I'm not okay with
the
that.
balls at the dick. You light it.
Yeah.
Start breathing in my ass. That's how that would go, and I am not okay with that. I'm not watching.
Oh
I
fuck.
want you to watch that.
Okay.
Don't Google
So
Florida
we're
I'm
God.
actually gonna Google Florida porn. I'm curious now.
don't do it.
Go
Don't
incognito
do it.
first.
Welcome
Yeah.
to the FBI's most wanted list and/or FBI list for watching people. Because holy shit, who Googles Florida porn? Yeah,
Who does
Florida
it while you're recording your live show.
across South
For
Florida.
real. Like,
Pornography in Florida. Florida man gets 15 years after pimping 15-year-old girl. Fuck that dude. Florida's revenge porn law. You know what?
revenge
think-
porn law.
Yeah, they released a new law for revenge porn. Revenge porn is basically releasing your ex's nudes. It's
Yeah.
such a problem that so many people do it that it's something that they had to make an official law.
So
If you do
do
that,
this,
going
Jordan. Hit us with
Uh-huh.
your last topicosaurus, right? Because I know
Okay.
we're getting toward
Yeah,
because
we
we do
only
have a
got a
hard
few
stop
minutes left.
tonight, so we only have a few minutes left.
you're
So-
Bryce is about to fucking pass out any second.
I'm
It
a
really is. It
warrior.
really is. But this is gonna set him off, I'm pretty sure. So,
Oh yes.
Hit me with it.
so
Hit me with it.
you guys know me pretty well. We've known each other for like 5 years now.
How long?
Yeah, probably longer, right?
Yeah, a little bit more than 5 years.
Or maybe 5 years.
Crazy.
I don't
I
know.
don't know. Something
I
like that.
haven't thought about that, but we have known each other.
We should hug now.
I'm
Like,
virtually
what?
hugging you right now. Like, get VR so I can hug you in VR.
But we've known for a long time. We know each
Yeah.
other. You guys know me. I know you guys. If you've been listening to this show from early on, I mean, you probably know this anyway. I hate people.
Yes.
Yeah, we all kind of exclusively hate people like together, like mutually.
Yeah. So one of the people that I love the internet, but one of the things that kind of combines those is I hate people on the internet. The most people that I hate are Star Wars fans.
Yo, 100%, especially at
Now-
fucking Epcot
Yeah.
or Hollywood Studios.
Yeah,
not
Hollywood Studios. Yeah.
Why do you hate Star Wars?
So because
chicks and they're whiny bitches.
I'll get to
Okay.
I'll
Well,
get to in a
all
second.
right. Okay.
So not
I don't fall into any of those categories because
not like I know you're a Star Wars.
not,
fan,
not
but
all
you
Star
don't
Wars
fall
fans,
into this.
because you know
right?
what? You're also a Star Trek and Doctor Who fan, and that evens you out, right?
This is a specific. It's not even just a person who likes Star Wars. It's a specific
it's a person who grew
yet
up with Star Wars.
giant group of people
They're
within the
not
Star
fans,
Wars
but
fan.
they grew up with it, and now they're mad.
All right. Well, hit me with it.
So
Hit me with your best
I
shot.
hate them.
Ooh.
I'm not a big fan of Star Wars. Okay, I've seen them. They're cool. Whatever. I am a big fan of Game of Thrones. Okay. Now
You
we're not
can
going to
see
go
the-
into spoiler territory here.
You
Okay?
better not, because I'll neuter you.
Bryce hasn't
I'll
seen
make
the
you like
season.
Theon Greyjoy. I'll cut your nuts off.
It's the ooh. This is the,
He said, "Ooh."
it's the last season. Last episode airs tonight. If
Yeah,
you're watching
I-
it live or listening tonight.
It's almost over as of right
Yeah,
now.
it is actually almost over. So final episode. I'm a big fan, but because of this season, Game of Thrones fans on the internet are becoming Star Wars fans on the internet.
I can agree
And
with you.
the reason why I say this is because both now, Star Wars more so than any, but Game of Thrones fans for this last season are the most whiny, judgmental bitches who think that they know more than the writers know. And they think that they know how things should go.
Mhm.
And that pisses me off.
Oh my god, man, you're fucking preaching right now. Listen, I'm Game of Thrones fan. I'm also a Star Wars fan. I know what you mean by the Star Wars guys. Like, this was stupid.
Everyone
This shouldn't have happened. This was wrong. This movie's this guy wouldn't be that way.
Actually group.
Yeah,
Actually in Star Wars, fuck you.
Yeah, fuck you. And honestly, even people who hate prequels, I'm like, I liked them.
I didn't mind them.
Well, the prequels could be better. They are what they are, and they established a fiction in the universe, and you need to respect that. And
Exactly.
And when it comes to Game of Thrones, right?
Nobody has respect for the source material, the actors, the writers who put 2 years worth of work into this shit. No respect at all. And that more than anything, regardless of how you or I feel, don't blatantly shit on it just because it didn't go the way that you wanted it to go. Even though for years you can see it's been going in this direction. Like
for Game of Thrones specifically, right?
Yeah.
Here's the whole thing about it. And I haven't seen any of the new seasons, so I'm not tainted by anything. I'm not enraged by any decision. So this is purely from a perspective of someone who sees a lot of people being mad at something that they feel should go a different way.
And don't have a right to be mad about.
Game of Thrones
quite frankly.
Always been fuck you and your expectations. We're gonna kill you. Shit on them. So
and it's awesome that they do that. It's always been awesome.
Thought that this was going to be a happy ending. If you thought this was going to have a happy ending, you weren't paying attention.
Or if you thought you knew a character, or if you think that something should be a certain way, how can you say, "Oh, a character's not that way"? They're the ones that have been writing the character.
Yeah.
Not only that, but even if you're mad at the pacing of the show, or like you feel like something's happening, like, hey, that character done that so quickly, you have to understand that travel in that show is 3+ months.
Yep.
From King's Landing to North to the realm of the North.
Look up how long a fortnight is, because they specifically said that.
That's 2 weeks.
Okay, so it's 2 weeks trucking fast.
Yeah.
So
not only that, but like, I'm sorry. If you're mad at Game of Thrones, this is something that was made with the writer of the books of Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
So
people forget that.
Understand.
By the way, he said that his ending, while will be different because there's characters are different, isn't going to be that much different. Now it'll be many years before we know what his ending is.
I don't think he'll live long enough to truly end it, because he writes so slowly that I don't think that the series is going to be able to end in the next book, because he literally said there would have to be a few more seasons for the content he's going to be dropping out.
Well, it can't match him anymore because there's a bunch of characters that the show combined or left out or changed.
No, I'm not even talking
about created.
I'm just saying that I think he's going to die before he finishes.
All I fucking know is that I like it. I think they're doing a good enough job for what they got. And dude, I hate fans like that, though. I know a couple of people that are that way. And I'm always like, I kind of liked it. Like, even movies that people hate. Now, granted, I'm an extreme case. Like, love
the Sharknado movie.
Yeah.
Terrible days.
I do.
You're just like, Sharknado, give me all 4 of them. Yes, there should be 4. It makes sense for there to be.
It makes sense to have 4.
There should be 6 more of these. Why not?
Giant saw blade.
Time travel. Why not? Fuck you.
Fuck you.
But yeah, I mean,
the Sharknado movies give me ajna. I hate them, but I do love the riff.
I never watched the newest. The newest 2 I actually never watched. But again,
it took place in Florida, which made me happy because it took place in Universal Studios.
But when it comes to movies, TV shows, that kind of stuff, I usually am like, oh, I think it was good for what was there,
because you can understand
that
it was written entirely to be that way from beginning to end. I mean, you don't know any better or any more than the actual fucking writers do.
So what happens when people hate a movie or a TV series or something bad enough? What happens?
They create a petition.
They're just like,
with over a million
word of the people.
Rewrite the show. Rewrite those things.
We demand you rewrite.
All right, what's correctly? Because you know what? Anything you wanted would not be in line with the Game of Thrones universe. I'm just real. Game of Thrones is all about fucking you. It's never been about who's going to win. It's going to be about who did you want to win and how can we fuck you with.
It's been the best twists ever. You know,
it's not even necessarily about the twist because M. Night Shyamalan got obsessed with twists. They don't even
Shyamalan.
they don't even give a shit about twists. What they really care about is fucking your dreams. All right,
that's a fucking twist to me.
Daenerys? You want Daenerys to win? You want Jon to win? You want anyone to win? You want Littlefinger to come back and win? All of that? Fuck you and your expectations.
Yep.
No one's on the throne. How about that?
You want there to be a throne?
I actually imagine that either, again, this is with me not seeing anything, right? So hot take real quick on someone who hasn't seen shit, so I don't know anything about the new season. Either Jon's going to end up on the throne not wanting to be because he's always thrown into new titles and new positions of power when he doesn't want it, right?
Yeah.
Or it's going to be the blacksmith who was rowing for 4 seasons that we never saw.
Gendry.
He gets thrown on the throne after every other main character dies from their own bullshit. And he was just like, "Hey, by the way, I'm a relative of Robert Baratheon. He fucked around a lot, and I'm the only one who lived." And then he ends up there, and there's no satisfaction, and the realms don't improve. You want to know why they don't improve? Because they're not going to, because it's the fucking Middle Ages. And no matter what, though, the only thing I will say is all of the show has been written by Sam. And that's why he's lived this whole time. And that's why he's continued to be a character. Because he's the one who's writing the story we're reading.
I can see that.
So the only theory that's like 100%, this is what I'll say is going to be happening, is that Sam has written all of Game of Thrones that we've seen, and he's going to live throughout all of it because of that. I don't see him being like the king or anything, obviously, but he's story like we're seeing from his eyes and his historian and his accounts of everything that happened. And that's why it's going to be flawed as well, because it's all coming from his perspective, and he can only record what he knows about. So everything else is secondhand stories and shit like that. And that's why there may be some flaws in the story, or at least that's how they'll explain it away. Ultimately, though, I don't give a shit if you're mad, because if you thought it was going to be a happy ending, if you thought your person was going to win, you were wrong from the get-go to even
or if you think that you can even have an opinion on who wins or doesn't win or whatever, man, that's, I don't know.
Yeah, you really can't.
Because they tried this shit with Walking Dead, too, when a character died that they really liked.
Now, hold on. I've never seen, what's the TV show that everybody says has the worst ending that could have ever been? Dexter. Okay, so I never watched Dexter. It's super old now, so it's not spoiler. Can you explain why it's the worst ending ever? Because people are comparing it to Game of Thrones.
Honest, I cannot explain why, because I haven't watched the Dexter TV show.
Okay.
I can explain the reasons why it was bad in general. I can't explain why the ending specifically was bad, but the main character in Dexter, the actor for it, got cancer and had like a hard time for a while, and they had to do like some weird shit with his whole schedule and stuff and how they wrote it because of him getting treatment for cancer. So that affected the show, and that's why the quality dropped for some of it. And maybe the ending, I don't know if he was better by the ending happened, or if they had to end the show quickly because of him not being able to do the character anymore, because he needed to work on that. But ultimately, the main character of Dexter had cancer, and he's better now. It's in remission or whatever that you got to treat.
Well, I mean, I'm just curious. So, okay, so that's somebody good. Knows. Let me know. Shoot me an email or something, or comment on the show, because I would like to fucking know why. Because everyone is comparing it to Game of Thrones, and maybe it has to do with what you're saying. They had to rush end it or whatever. I don't fucking know. Fuck those fans. I think the writers did a good job. I'm sure that Bryce will catch up and watch it, and he'll fucking tear it apart.
Yeah, I'll hit you next. I'll hit you next week, maybe.
Yeah, I hope you do.
And then going to the Game of Thrones spoiler edition, i.e., why I agree with the fans, or why I don't agree with the fans, or why everything's shit. I won't agree with the fans, well, even if I don't like what's happening, it's 100% going to be in line for Game of Thrones.
Yeah, it absolutely is. I mean, whether you like it or not, that's how it is.
In line with Game of Thrones. And
all right,
we're like, oh my god, the Red Wedding. 100%. You wanted it not to happen, but it happened. But people didn't bitch and complain like they are now. So I'm curious as to what's going on. So I'm going to watch it all, and maybe I'll give you guys my hot take.
Yeah, next week, just so you know, we'll go ahead and end it here.
Remind me
next week,
episode,
Bryce will...
I'm drunk as shit, and I'm not going to remember anything.
We'll let you know. We'll remind you.
Thank you, because I'm already next week. What have I talked about this show? You guys haven't shut my mic off, so I haven't said anything too bad. But I'm like,
no, you.
I'm a full bottle of vodka in deep.
No, it's been great. We're doing this from now on. Bryce gets drunk.
Absolutely. But
no, it was great. Listen, episode
my vodka. Please buy me vodka so I can do this every episode. Our Patreon is $5 for the starting. You can support us, and as the Patreon reward, I will write your name on a shot glass and take a shot in your honor. So come hit me up.
Here's the problem.
Yeah,
we never create a Patreon because
no tears, only dreams.
He just wants it.
he just listen.
Pay for my
post office box.
That's
No,
going to be growing from this show in my life.
Jordan, plug all the holes before
shit.
fucking
I'm on the
to give out his fucking address.
We need to go.
For real. Oh my god. Anyway, so first and foremost, you can find us on Facebook. Sorry, PB&J Podcast on Facebook. You'll find us. We got the new image going to be uploaded there tonight. So from this episode forward, you'll see that there.
I actually already changed it on our YouTube.
Sweet.
Wow.
Sweet. And yeah, I mean, if you're watching this on YouTube, then you should be able to see that now. If you're not watching on YouTube, go ahead and check us out. Just search for PB&J Podcast. You'll be able to see the live stream of this very episode, plus all the previous ones back to like episode 30 something.
Yes.
If you're watching this on YouTube and you want to check out the high quality audio edited version of this show, you can do so on iTunes, Google Play, wherever you get your podcast from. It'll have the updated imagery there as well, effective starting this episode moving forward. And we definitely do appreciate you guys checking it out. If you are fans of Game of Thrones, more than likely next week's episode will be full of spoilers, so just keep that in mind before you watch.
I'm going to be watching, and I am going to form my own opinion on everything that's happening. My only calling my shots now. Sam has been writing the show, and that's going to be a big reveal for the end of the last episode.
I hope that they do something like that, but I doubt it.
Like it's kind of like
I don't think it's going to end that way, but it's plausible in and of itself.
Because even the whole Dragon Reach, there's dragon glass in the kingdom, and that's why I needed to learn for 3 months. You fucking said that like 3 seasons ago. There has to be something else that he does that means he lives forever. So if he's going to live to the end, he has to be the writer and the chronicler of both sides of the story. Because he can get all the knowledge from everything that happened outside of the wall from there. But the fact that we have so much information on the wall tells me that he's the insider on the wall that tells us everything. And I think it's a story of who's going to take over the kingdom. I think it's going to be Jon. That's my hot take on it. With not seeing a single episode, it's going to be Jon. And the reason why we've been following it all is because it's all from Sam's eyes. And we saw the rise of a king from someone who's literally on the lowest portion of the totem pole, someone who gave up everything and took the oath of the black. So that's my hot take. As someone who hasn't seen a single episode, we'll see if I'm right next week. If I'm right, praise me. If I'm wrong, don't fucking at me because I'll fucking kill your family. All right, let's
go. Somebody mute. Somebody mute, Bryce.
I guess nailed it right there.
Yeah, we fucking nailed it. Look, watch this. Mute.
Oh. That's fucked up.
You're back. You should be back.
I nailed it.
There you go.
And,
Nailed it. Yeah, no. Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Bye. Hell yeah.
Good show.
I'm not going to remember any of this show, so remind me to watch this episode tomorrow. Like, hit me with a text message, like an actual.
If you joined us for the video, we appreciate it.
Guys, goodbye.
Time to go figure
we
out
are
how the
celebrating.
fuck this shit
We are celebrating our 100th episode, so we do really appreciate it. You sticking around.
Yeah, wouldn't be here if it weren't for you guys listening. All 5 of you.
Yeah, all 5 of you.
Our dear, our near and dear 5 to our hearts. We appreciate you, and y'all have just a wonderful night. You know what? Drink a little cucumber vodka for us. It's good for you. Build strong bones.